Strings of yellow tears drip from black white fierce in the meadow, and their white halos spin with an anger that is thin and turns to sorrow. King of all, hear me call, hear my name, Carnival.
Greetings my chess friends, I welcome you to this chess video, and I have an outrageous game of chess to show you. In fact, it's so outrageous that I'm embarrassed to show it to you. It's a blitz game I played on chess.com, and it was so badly played that in retrospect I'm embarrassed to show it to you. But I bring it to your attention merely for some entertainment value, because apart from that, it doesn't have much chess value really. And to highlight the importance of learning endgame mating patterns. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of endgame mating patterns because there are a lot of videos covering that type of thing on YouTube. And if you're interested, I suggest you go to Jim's chess channel. It has some excellent explanation of endgame mating patterns, particularly with regard to king and pawns. But this position here is from Bruce Pandolfini's endgame book, and it's called A Queen and Rook Roll. And as you can see, it's a fairly easy mating pattern. We simply play queen d4 check, the king has a single square, king e6, and we build like a staircase against the king and eventually deliver checkmate. You might think this is very elementary, it has no intrinsic value, but the game I'm going to show you utilises this mating pattern. But I said again, please don't look at it for its chess value, because it simply does not have a lot of value. I merely provide it for entertainment purposes. So we'll take a look at this game. And here's the game, my chess friends. I'm played in chess.com, my blitz site. My opponent was a young man from India called Kalemba, and he opened with d4. I played d5. Bishop f4, I'm expecting him to go into the London system. So I play knight f6, and he deviates here with the move knight c3. Well, okay. I play e6, he plays a3. And my idea is simply to attack the centre and attack these dark squares on the queen side. D takes c5, bishop takes c5. Here he plays knight f3 and queen b6, attacking the dark squares on the queen side, particularly the b2 square. He plays e3, and here I play an absolutely horrible move. I play queen takes b2. It violates all the good chess principles that I have been trying to bring to your attention. It neglects development, it goes pawn grabbing in the opening phase of the chess game. It's just a horrible move, and I'm somewhat embarrassed to show it to you. And this is the reason why. Knight b5. Now, of course, I could try and defend the c7 square with an awkward move, like perhaps the knight here, but I chose simply to castle. I'm going to lose this rook, I know it. And there you go, knight c7. Well, knight e4. My opponent is also neglecting development. and going for material, and rightly so. Who could forsake a juicy rook on a8? And here I play an outrageous move. Knight takes f2. I don't know what I was thinking. Perhaps my rationale was that black had neglected development, and it would be a good idea to try and open up the king position. I don't know, but it's a ludicrous move. King takes f2, and not content to be down a rook and a knight, well, bishop takes e3, check. King takes e3, and now I am down a rook, a bishop, and a knight. I have one piece developed, a queen. So I play queen c3, check. Bishop comes to d3, blocking, and d4. Another pawn sacrifice, trying to open up lines against the king. Knight takes d4, and e5. Another pawn sacrifice, another pawn for the funeral pyre. Well, bishop takes e5, and rook e8. Queen to h5, of course threatening checkmate on h7. But not being a complete and total patzer, I actually saw this, obvious though it is, and played g6. But even this is a horrendous move. My opponent can simply play a move like this and checkmate me here. But he never in fact saw this. Perhaps it was time trouble, I don't know. And instead he played queen to g5, and I saved myself. I'm saved at the moment. Okay, I'm horrendously down in material, but I'm not dead yet. So I play queen to c5, king d2, and I get a little material back. Rook takes e5, hitting the queen. Queen to d8, giving check. Well, there's only one square. And rook to f1. I try and curtail the rook's activity with f5. The queen comes to g5. And I get a free piece with queen takes d4. And now I'm not doing too badly. Rook to f4. I don't know why this was played, because it leaves this rook en prise. And I take it gleefully with queen takes a1. Here my opponent goes in for some type of sacrificial attack. Bishop takes f5. But before that, I have queen e1. And this is where you will see this mating pattern, this simple mating pattern that I showed you at the outset. Queen e3. And here we have the pattern. Rook c5 check. Queen c3 check. King a4. And rook a5 checkmate. Sometimes chess makes you smile. And although the game has no real chess value, it does highlight the value of learning mating patterns, particularly if you're playing blitz, because you need to know them instantly. And if there's any value to be had, it's in this little mating pattern here, the queen and rook roll. So the endgame is not easy to learn, my chess friends. It can be dry and it can be somewhat boring. But if you can practice little exercises, mating with a king and a queen versus a lone king, or a rook and a king versus a lone king, king and pawn endings, then when it comes to playing blitz, you will know these patterns and you will be able to recall them almost instantly. So I hope you enjoyed that little game. I certainly enjoy relating it, despite the fact that it's almost valueless, and many blitz games are of course like that. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching this little chess video, and I sincerely wish you well with your own chess. Take care and goodbye.
Strings of yellow tears drip from black white fears in the meadow, and their white halos spin with an anger that is thin and turns to sorrow. King of all, hear me call, hear my name, Carnival.